so powerful that I can create a riot spontaneously, and that bothers me, but it's because I have to rely on people. You see, to have a riot, you've got to coordinate all these people, and they have to ride on buses. They have to ride on buses, and the buses have to, pick them up at a designated place, and these people got to be told where to go, and the people got to pack their lunch, You call their mother or whatever, and, we got to make sure that everybody gets the message and arrives at the right Kmart parking lot to get on the right bus at the right time so they'll be at the right place to have this riot. But I have dozens of people that handle all that for me. I only wish that I could have a spontaneous riot. But where I'm going with all this is greenhouse gases. The way I intend to destroy this planet, I've been thinking about this for years, is to create a runaway greenhouse effect. You see, planets in the solar system get warm when the sun shines on them. But the heat radiates back into space pretty quickly, unless that planet has an atmosphere, like Venus or the Earth. Mars doesn't really have much of an atmosphere, and Mercury, shoot, it is, for all practical purposes, it's got no atmosphere. It's kind of like the moon. There's just nothing there. Nothing there. But Venus and the Earth have got a notable atmosphere filled with greenhouse gases, I may add. Greenhouse gases, and this is the key to destroying a planet. What I want to do is to create a planet just like Venus. See, Venus is like scorching hot. You can't live there. It's what? It's about 400 degrees Celsius all over that planet at all times. It's hotter than Mercury, and Mercury is closer to the sun. So I want to destroy this Earth with a runaway greenhouse effect. The Earth has plenty carbon dioxide and plenty of water vapor. And frankly, I don't disclose this fact, but it's the water vapor that's the primary greenhouse gas. Because see what happens. See, water vapor, carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is transparent to visible light that you can see with your eye. It is transparent. That's why you can see through the sky. Unless the water vapor condenses into clouds, then that is semi-transparent to light. But you get the idea. But the cool thing about greenhouse gases is, whereas they let the light shine through and strike the surface of the planet, at which point the light is converted to UV, heat. And these gases that let the light shine through are not impervious, transparent to UV rays. They absorb UV rays. And right now we are starving for carbon dioxide. There's just not much. Check it out. There's just not much. There's just not much in the atmosphere of the Earth. There's plenty of water. Unfortunately, most of that water is in the ocean in the form of liquid water. It's not a gas, it's a liquid. And most of the carbon dioxide on this planet is a lot. But it is trapped in two places, I believe. I'm not a scientist. I'm a financial speculator, currency trader. So I have guys that advise me on science. But they tell me that most of the carbon dioxide on this planet is locked up in the form of hydrocarbons. Fossil fuels is what you call them if you drive an SUV. Petroleum, oil, black gold. And the second place where these carbon dioxide is sunk, and they're called carbon sinks, by the way, sunk, is limestone, believe it or not. Limestone, yeah, limestone. it's a form of rock that's basically is solidified sediments, ocean bottom sediments. The only way to convert this limestone back into carbon dioxide is to put acid on it. And I thought about how could we create acid all over the world. You know, Venus, really, it's a cool place. It's got sulfuric acid in the atmosphere. I love it. Sulfuric acid. The Earth doesn't have it. The volcanoes pump out some sulfur dioxide, you know, and it turns into sulfuric acid. But it's not enough. It's not enough. We gotta. So my plan is to just burn loads and loads and loads of fossil fuel and release not only carbon dioxide but the acids, because fossil fuels contain some sulfur. We'll create sulfuric acid. The limestone, you know, will bubble and fizz like an Alka-Seltzer, and this gas, the carbon dioxide in the water vapor, will increase and trap more heat, and will produce a runaway greenhouse effect, and eventually the oceans will begin to smoke. It'll be so cool. Steam will start rising up from the oceans, and that steam, you know, of course, is water vapor. The oceans will begin to be converted into a greenhouse gas. And the planet will get hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter, and eventually the oceans will boil away, and we'll have nothing but a whole lot of CO2, and we'll basically be like Venus, which is mainly CO2 in the atmosphere, and also Mars is mainly CO2 in the atmosphere. This is my legacy. You know, you get bored. You make billions and billions, and you really want to have an impact on. You want to make your mark on the world, and so I've devised a way to turn this planet Earth a blue paradise, teeming with fleas and flies and seagulls. I hate seagulls. I'm gonna just make them all go away, just for the heck of it. I'll be dead in a few years. I'm an old man. So when I die, everybody's gonna die. That's my legacy. I'm George Soros. Have a good day.